If you're watching me, you're either a believer or an unbeliever. A dog is a dog, an elephant is an elephant. There's nothing like a dolephant or a fally dog. Yeah, anything of that sort. This is a stick, this is a comb. We can't say a comb is a stick. This is a phone. We can't say this is a phone and this is a comb, because this is a phone and this is the comb. All I'm trying to say is this: a thing is what it is. Like, what it is what it is. It is what it is. And whether I like it or not, that is how you think. That is how everybody thinks. Or that's not how you think. If you think otherwise, it's not only you. Gerald O'Collins thinks otherwise too. During the course of preparation for my examinations, I met something interesting. By this guy, Gerald O'Collins, in his book, Fundamental Theology, he says something like, there's no perfect spiritual practice. Simply put, there's no perfect faith. By this, he means that there's no perfect believer and there's no perfect unbeliever. So you can't say, I don't believe at all. You can't also say, I believe or have faith about everything. No, there's nothing. Between these two ends, there is a middle point that everybody stays. Everybody lives in the middle, and we're all striving to go here or there. But wait, before you talk and critique him, listen to what he has to say. What he's saying is that you have a choice, you make decisions, and your decisions gravitate you towards being a believer and towards being an unbeliever. Thing is this: the Christian life is a journey, and it's a journey that we might never complete, might never finish the journey until, of course, we are dead. That's what he says. So literally, he means that you are either gradually becoming a believer or gradually becoming an unbeliever. So it's a journey to both sides. Unbeliever, believer. You are in the middle, and your decisions decide where you go. What are those decisions? Now, these actions or decisions that you make, they are your words, your deeds, and your thoughts. For example, if you just decide that I'm not going to church, it's a decision you've made. However, you should ask yourself, given the paradigm that he has given, is that choice of yours gravitating towards being a believer or gradually going to being an unbeliever? So, as I said earlier on, your decision, your actions, your words, your deeds, everything decides whether you are becoming an unbeliever or a believer. And wait, if you are fond of rationalizing your wrongs, like your faults, you do something wrong and you are defending yourself, just know that you are gradually moving towards being an unbeliever. Before you take an action, before you do something, before you think something, always ask yourself this question: anytime, anywhere, any day, is what I am doing taking me towards being a believer, or is decreasing me to being an unbeliever? Easy to critique him by saying God doesn't like lukewarm. God doesn't like lukewarm people. Either you're hot or you're cold. But wait, think about it. He's saying something sensitive here, something very, very deep. Move, take an action to the right side, and not remain where you are. Sometimes you are convinced you're a believer, but you know that your actions are making you know that you're an unbeliever. Think about it. So if you ask me, are you a believer? This reminds me of an assassin in Altered Carbon, the movie Altered Carbon. Before he kills you, he asks you, are you a believer? So if you ask me, am I a believer? I'll say, well, I am trying hard to become a believer. That will be my answer. Liking this video is the first step to being a believer. I'm serious. It is clear these sheep, the ones you can hear around, are not believers. Sharing it is the next step after the liking to being a believer. So, are you a believer?